Hello everybody and welcome back to another CCSabers video. We have the Ahsoka 89 saber here. I'm really excited for this because I've never seen this saber before, so this is going to be the first time for me, but you know the drill. We're going to go over the hard case. So you have gloves, hilt bag, you have your screws and hex key, you have your battery charger and your blade, but that is the drill with the hard case here. But now let's take a closer, I also just forgot to mention the display stand. There you go. But we're going to take a closer look at these two sabers. So let's take a closer look. I'm just really excited to pick this saber apart. But yeah, let's look at this one. So you could tell pretty much right off the bat, I'm just going to take them off of the display stand here, that they look very, very similar already. So, and the main difference is just the height, but also there's just the saber is just so simple and I love it. And again, I have to say this multiple times with sabers like these, there's nothing wrong with simple. There's a lot of beauty and simplicity, and that's why I like these kinds of sabers so much. But we have these two pieces here on the emitter, and then you have this faux button on the back, and then you have the aux button here, and then you have two sets of brass pings on this tall one, and then you have the clamp card. So for this clamp card, the top one doesn't do anything, but the bottom turns it on. And you get to see another detail is that there is a little window on the side here in the slit of the saber. And then you have your belt wheel clamp, and then you have your hidden vented pommel on the bottom. But pretty much it's the exact same thing with this saber. So you have the aux button on the back, the brass pings on the front, you have the belt wheel clamp, and then the hidden pommel on the bottom. But the power button is actually this, I will move it to the side, but you can see this little button just sticking out. And then you see the one window here on the side, but it's just black and silver with a few accents of gold, which I love, but it's just so simple and I love it. We're going to take a look at one of the chassis just to explain if this is your first saber, what the chassis is all about. But let's take a look at it and then put some blades in these sabers. I'm so excited to see how these work. So we're now going to put the blades into the hilt. I just took off my gloves for this because it's just a little bit easier for me. But we have our hilts, we have our blades here. So just to let you guys know, so then you don't get angry at me in the comments and be like, why is one short, why is one long? You're gonna get the same length of blade. This is just for demonstrative purposes. I want to use both, but that's why we have the short blade and then the one long blade. And then we also have the hex key that will be provided for you. So now I'm gonna just take both of these off of the stand. Move that to the side. You do the small one for the small blade like so. And if it's not loosened already, there is a really tiny black hex key screw. And all you gotta do is just loosen it up. It's already loosened up, but I'm just gonna tighten it now. So like that. So we got one on. And now we're doing the other. And I'm gonna loosen this one up a little bit more. Okay, it's loosened up. We put the blade in. We drop our hex key, but we pick it back up and just tighten it like so. And now we have both of them in. Set that aside. This is actually so cool. I've never seen a saber like this before. There isn't really a grip section. I'm assuming you're gonna hold it by the pommel or close to the pommel here. So I'm gonna try hold it as close and properly as I can. But these are just so cool just to have, not even the light from the emitter turned on, just to hold is just super nice and cool. So I'm gonna turn both of these on with the button. Boom, there we go. But it's just so light. These are probably these are really light. I like using the light ones for just spinning the sabers around, but these are just super cool. And then there's motion control that you can use. And then say if you want to change the preset, we're going to just click the aux button here. Be aware it's going for the taller one is going to be higher up, for the shorter one is going to be lower. So
that lightsaber was Luke's.
That was a good timing by me. But now we are both at blue. But I think these are just both really cool sabers to use. And they're just so lightweight. I just love, again, I will repeat this until the video ends. But lightweight sabers are just so cool, especially if you are a female cosplayer. But I just love just the simple look of these. Well, they're on and off. But there's also like clash and blast deflection as well. So if you just hit the hilt, you see the flash against my skin. That's the clash. And then the aux button is just by hitting the blast deflection is just by hitting the aux button like so. But that is pretty much it with both of these sabers. I love them. I know you guys will love them. So if you want one of these, check out our website for this saber. I love it. I know you guys will love it too. So don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and share. And let's do 15 likes for this one. And comment down below what saber do you want us to do another video like this, so we know what you guys will like. And tell us what is your favorite kind of thing about this saber as well. But if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, comment, share. I'm gonna repeat it, but I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.